refer to slide 8. Millions of people around the world are facing a very hard addiction to overcome. This isn't drugs that are illegal like heroin, but legal drugs that are sold in most gas stations around America. Growing up, it was like a cool thing to smoke cigarettes throughout school. To me, it was just the worst smell I've ever been around, and I definitely knew I would never do it. I remember parents riding with their children in their vehicles, smoking away, allowing their young ones to also breathe it in. Going to bars, you have no other choice than to also inhale the smoke from cigarettes. One of the largest issues in our society today is smoking cigarettes. Smoking is the leading cause of death in America and the leading cause of preventable death in the world. It contains thousands of harmful chemicals and is very addictive. It causes many diseases and is a huge cause of cancer. Why does the government allow such a thing to take place in society? If people knew the damage that smoking causes, then why do people do it? It may be a free choice for someone to choose to smoke or not, but once they start, it's very hard to stop. Smoking should be illegal in America because of what a cigarette is made out of, the health effects of cigarettes, and the amount of money that will be saved. Please refer to slide B and C. The first reason smoking cigarettes should be illegal in America is because of what it's made out of. According to Quit Smoking, cigarette smoke contains over 4,000 chemicals, including 43 known cancer-causing compounds and 400 other toxins. These cigarette ingredients include nicotine, tar, carbon monoxide, formaldehyde, ammonia, hydrogen cyanide, arsenic, and DDT. The main ingredient in cigarettes are tobacco. When farmers grow tobacco, they use fertilizers and insecticides to protect and grow the plant. After they do this, they must then cure it and add chemicals to keep the cigarette to continue to burn and produce smoke. This puts around 4,000 chemicals inside a cigarette, which sounds just insane. The reason why smoking kills people is because of the risk of cancer. These chemicals, when inhaled, kill cells. Those cells then have to replace themselves, and if they mutate as a cancer cell, then these cells begin to divide even when unnecessary to produce a tumor. Some of the deadly chemicals found in cigarettes are carbon monoxide, cyanide, arsenic, DDT, formaldehyde, and sulfuric acid. Incredibly to think that just one drop of pure nicotine would kill a person. Cigarettes are very addictive because of the ingredient nicotine. While nicotine isn't the main ingredient that causes major health problems unless taken in high concentration, it is the reason why people can't quit. Once a cigarette is inhaled, it goes into the lungs, which is right away directed to the bloodstream and begins to affect the brain. Once nicotine hits the brain, it hits the brain as a stimulant, releasing a chemical found in the brain called dopamine. This is the chemical that causes good feelings in the body. Dopamine is the exact same chemical in the brain that all other illegal drugs also affect. Once the effect of dopamine wear off, the body wants to feel this feeling again, which causes someone to smoke more. The production of cigarettes is very bad for the environment also. Many problems occur like deforestation, which is the overuse of trees to produce cigarettes. The process of creating tobacco also releases chemicals in the soil that end up running in the water, poisoning it. It releases about 16 billion pounds of methane and carbon monoxide that aid in air pollution and global warming. Cigarette butts are also non-biodegradable, where it takes around 10 years for one cigarette butt to degrade, and about 3.2 billion cigarette butts wash up on the beach each year. Forest fires are also a huge problem with the use of cigarettes. Many people do not care about littering, and they just throw the lit cigarette out of the window. This causes forest fires that kill around 17,000 people worldwide and causes $27 million in damage in America. The next reason why smoking should be illegal in America is because of health effects. According to PolitiFact, it seems that Will plucked part of his claim from the Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids, a leading advocate for the new law. According to the organization, about 400,000 people die from their own smoking each year, and about 50,000 die from secondhand smoke annually. And according to the group's website, smoking kills more people than alcohol, AIDS, car accidents, illegal drugs, murders, and suicides combined. When a person inhales a cigarette, the carbon monoxide flows into the bloodstream from the air sacs in the lungs. This produces the amount of oxygen going to the heart, and the chemicals found in cigarettes narrow the walls of arteries. This creates a higher blood pressure on the heart that can lead to heart disease. The lungs blacken from the tar found in cigarettes when inhaled. Smoking causes cancer, heart disease, stroke, lung disease, diabetes, COPD, and many other problems. Smoking has been found to harm nearly every bodily organ and organ system in the body, and lower a person's overall health. Secondhand smoking is just as bad as smoking. Secondhand smoking is where non-smokers around the smoker breathe in the smoke involuntarily. Many pregnant women and children are affected by smoke. This can lead to infertility and an average of -10 years in life expectancy. Children do not have a choice because they for sure do not know the seriousness of smoking. Many parents smoke around their children, especially in a vehicle, exposing them to these harmful chemicals. Please refer to slide F and G. The last reason why smoking should be illegal in America is the cost of using tobacco. According to Quit Day, smoking is the #1 cause of preventable death and disease in the United States. Every year, over 393,000 Americans die of smoking-related causes, and every year smoking is responsible for over $96 billion of healthcare expenditures in America alone. Smoking is a huge cost towards the consumer and America. A person who smokes 2 packs a day will lose around $7,000 a year, or $70,000 in 10 years. The lifetime cost for a person who smokes is around $2 million. This is because of healthcare costs and the consuming of cigarettes. Cigarettes are a huge waste to everyone financially. The only real one profiting are the tobacco companies. $96 billion in healthcare expenditure continue to increase our debt because out of this $96 billion that is increasing every year, the government pays around 60% of it. The true cost of smoking, though, not only lies financially. With the average 10 years in decrease of lifetime expectancy, it is sad to say that tobacco companies are able to continue to sell this product. Many people can't quit because of the physical and mental addiction. Out of the 10 people that will try to quit, between 1 and 2 will become successful. This leads into the financial burden and the ultimate risk that they are taking on their lives. Now that you've heard the tremendous effects that smoking has on people, we must make the use of cigarettes illegal in America. It's insane that it's not illegal yet when it is the leading cause of death in America. People have a free choice to do whatever they please. Extreme drugs like heroin are legal because it's highly addictive. Well, so is cigarettes. Smoking cigarettes should be legal in the United States of America because of what it's made out of. The health effects it has on everyone and the total cost it causes with healthcare and the consumer. Why are cigarettes legal when cigarettes has more deaths than all of the other legal drugs combined? Why would anything be legal in America